Yo. Now, let's get into it. Now, I'm going to give you a quick rundown of the pictures in my background. First off, we have here, it's a meme of 3 sword style versus 4 sword style of Urza Scarlet and Rono Zoro. Now, it says, swordsmanship mastery rule. Bare hands aren't enough. And of course, in the case of Urza's part in the picture, she is wielding a sword with each feet, and Zoro, well, he doesn't need to be explained. Finally, we have the first Hokage versus first Pirate King Gold Roger. That would be totally epic. I want to see that. But most of all, I personally appreciate this one here of course, dear old Xanthus from Reborn versus Laxus from Fairy Tail. That would be epic. First of all, and then there's got one over here, which is Urza versus Zoro, but it's in a mock death battle, picture, which is awesome. And finally, okay, one more. Shanks versus Jiraiya. Again, epic, totally epic. Now that we got that out of the way, let's move on. Alright? Let's move on. Here's a montage to show you exactly what I'm here to talk to you about today. Because, again, I'm going to be ranting at you today, and I don't know if you're prepared for it. So, let's go! This is just a formality, but you've been warned. This video contains spoilers! Spoilers! One more time. Minimal at best, but they're still there. So, in case you don't want any small surprises, or just something you don't want to know, don't watch this video. Alright, let's get down to the meat of this video. Now, as it were, yesterday I got to see the 5th installment in the Terminator series, the Terminator Genisys film. Now, I think this film has been getting a bad rep on ratings sites all across the web. For some reason, damn Rotten Tomatoes only gave it a 27, despite the fact that it got like a 70 or 72 in the audience rating, but the people for the site doing the percentage only gave it a 27. Excuse me, belch! It's better than that. It's a damn good movie. Get your asses in the seats, pay for it. It is an epic, and it is the best movie in the franchise in years, obviously. First Terminator is gold. Second Terminator is diamond encrusted gold. Terminator 3 is scrap iron. Terminator Salvation, I'm gonna give it's silver plated. And Terminator Genisys is pure silver, baby. Pure silver. So, go see the silver movie in the franchise of the Terminator. Yeah. Admittedly, I was a little worried when I saw the trailers and they said, oh, we could stop Skynet from happening again. Because, that's the plot line of Sarah Connor Chronicles. It's the plot line of the second movie. It's the plot line of the third movie. Yeah, and it's actually technically the plotline of the first movie, outside of course, making sure Sarah Connor doesn't die. If, of course, you've seen the deleted scenes for that movie. See it! I mean, the movie is awesome. It's got some pretty crazy stuff going on. Now, if you've seen the movie, or even the trailer, you know that the trailer didn't help with this movie because, of course, it has bad marketing. Just really bad marketing when it comes to this movie. but it's a good movie. It's a fantastic movie. Now, it's not as good as the first two. I just said that, basically. But it is definitely the third best in the series, and it's actually a good movie. You know, it's like the first two were like lightning in a bottle. That ain't gonna happen again. It, like, barely happens. Occasionally you manage to get 3 for 3, like with, say, my favorite movie series ever, Back to the Future. That's 3 for 3, the lightning in the bottle. Now, in Terminator's case, we only get 2 out of 5. But, on the other hand, maybe you don't get lightning in the bottle with this one, but at least you get something damn near close to it. It's fantastic. It's worth watching. It's better than 3 and 4. You know, I like it. Now, admittedly, Jai Courtney's is not the best choice for Kyle Reese. But all things considered, was still not a bad... He's actually pretty good in this movie. I don't really get why people badmouth him, but I've not yet to see any other movie he's in, or at least I don't think I have, but I really don't recognize him from anything, and I have not seen anything. He's a decent movie. Now, Amelia and Jason Clarke, who are not related, just though it is quite ironic that the two characters with the same last name, who are mother and son in this movie, are in fact the ones with the same last name in real life too. That's kind of weirdly ironic. But outside of that, the fact of the matter is that, you know, they do a good job. I do love the fact, and this is where spoilers come in, that John turns out to be the villain, because that's genius. He's been held up as the Messiah this whole time, and we've seen him in different facets of his life, from being a kid to a teenager to an adult, and even partially in command in Terminator Salvation. You know, and despite what you think of each of the actors in question who have played the role, I think, yeah, that's amazing. But seeing him as the bad guy here, genius! Genius! And I actually love it. You know, it's like, holy crap, I did not see that. I mean, I kind of anticipated after seeing the trailer, but I hadn't gotten the full picture. Damn, and he's like, apparently he's the T-3000, because apparently, you know, whatever, that's a thing now. It's not nearly as memorable. The reason I think he's more menacing than T-1000 or any of the previous Terminators is the idea that he's able to infiltrate better as a human, because he was human beforehand. And so, you know, first to survive the process, if you, again, see the movie, that's what it says. Otherwise, I think it's really funny to see Arnold back in the role, especially after so long. This really is the role he was born to play, this and that one guy, you know. There are, you know, if you give him more serious roles, I think he does a decent job. But it's really quite hilarious to see him do this, especially, it's basically the same role from Terminator 2, only he's, like, older now, old but not obsolete. Again, you gotta see the movie. Anyway, he's a little bit more affectionate. He clearly cares for Sarah like she was his own. And that's obviously because he spent way more time with her than the Terminator from Terminator 2 did with John. And how, you know, that... Also, Sarah herself is awesome, just because not only does Amelia Clarke kind of look like a young Linda Hamilton, she actually does a decent job of playing the role that Sarah did from Terminator 2, but in a more John Connor-esque way, meaning that she's a badass like Sarah Connor from T2, but it's closer to the angsty John Connor, who is like not, you know, didn't really want to be the Messiah, but he had to be anyway, and, you know, that's how it went, and it's really funny. But what's especially hilarious about this is because when you think about it, that version of Sarah from T2 hated the Terminator because not only did it ruin her life as she knew it, but it killed the man she loved, essentially. And this version of Sarah has been raised by the Terminator and cares for him because he's basically her father in this. And it's ironic because she's constantly butting heads with Reese in a way that the first one didn't, and it's funny that way. Weirdly funny. So I think it's worth seeing, and it's a damn good movie, and every idiot who gave it a bad review is a moron. Hell, James Cameron said it was a good movie, said it was a great homage to the first two. Yeah, it's damn good. You should see it, pay for it. Why not? Honestly, do it. I don't see why you can't. So do it. And, I hope you enjoy this video. Yeah. And possibly subscribe if you like what I'm doing here. Also, please note, give me your opinion on this haircut. I've personally been wanting to do this for a while. Whatever. Just saying. Anyway, good day to you all. If you want more Terminator-related goods, then watch my next video concerning the very complicated mechanics of time travel in universe of Terminator, along with why no fate but what we make is absolutely true in every context. Now, good day to you all, and see the damn movie. You won't regret it.